The sun sinks low over the African savanna, its golden light casting long, trembling shadows across the tall grass. The air is heavy, thick with humidity from a recent storm. For most creatures, the evening is a time of caution, a time when predators stir and the fragile balance of life teeters on the edge. But tonight, an intruder lurks far from its usual domain. A creature more often found in the swamps of South America than in the heart of Africa, and it has come for one reason alone: to feed. Sliding silently through the shallow waters of a flooded plain is a living relic of prehistory, the anaconda, 30 feet of coiled muscle patterned in olive-green scales, moving without a ripple. Its eyes, set high on its head, break the surface just enough to watch. This is a predator designed by millions of years of evolution for a single, devastating purpose: to constrict the life from its prey. It hunts not with speed, but with patience. It is a shadow beneath the water. On the opposite bank, a lone spotted hyena picks its way across the soggy terrain. This is not the laughing, confident hyena of the clan. This is a wanderer separated from its group, weakened by hunger, and drawn to the water's edge in search of a drink. The hyena's ears twitch at every distant sound, but the danger it faces now makes no noise at all. The anaconda waits, its massive body coiled beneath the murky surface, muscles tensed like a drawn bowstring. Its tongue flickers, tasting vibrations in the water. Every movement of the hyena sends a pulse through the muddy shallows, guiding the serpent's senses. In this silent contest, it is the one that remains unseen the longest that will claim victory. The hyena lowers its head, lapping at the surface. The water is cool, but the air smells faintly of decay. It hesitates, a momentary instinct, a warning, but thirst overcomes caution. That hesitation is all the serpent needs. With the explosive force of a sprung trap, the anaconda surges upward, in a swirl of water and mud. Its coils whip around the hyena's body in an instant, locking tight with bone-crushing strength. The hyena's scream cuts through the humid night, a desperate guttural sound that echoes across the floodplain. It thrashes, teeth snapping, claws raking at the unyielding scales, but the serpent's grip only tightens. Every heartbeat, every breath becomes a struggle. The anaconda's power is not in venom, but in suffocation. Each time the hyena exhales, the coils constrict further, denying it the ability to draw another breath. Its powerful neck, designed to crush bone, is no match for the serpent's relentless embrace. The predator and prey crash together into the water, churning it into froth as life and death wrestle beneath the fading light. The swamp around them is alive with quiet witnesses. A heron freezes mid-step, watching from the reeds. A crocodile lingers at the edge of the struggle, but even it knows better than to interfere with a fully grown anaconda in the throes of a kill. The scent of fear and sweat mixes with the earthy tanks of wet vegetation. Nature, indifferent and ancient, observes without judgment. Minute by minute, the hyena's resistance slows. The powerful predator, feared by many on the savanna, now lies, half submerged, its head resting limply against the serpent's coiled body. The anaconda's eyes remain unblinking, its breathing slow and deliberate. This is the patience of a hunter that does not chase, but waits, and wins. When the final shudder runs through the hyena's frame, the serpent begins the next phase of its deadly ritual. It loosens its coils, testing, ensuring the fight is truly over. Then, with deliberate precision, it begins to align the hyena's body for the swallow. The jaws of the anaconda are a marvel of adaptation, unhinged, connected by stretchy ligaments that allow it to engulf prey far larger than its own head. Each scale along its body can shift, expanding to accommodate the feast. The process is slow, almost ritualistic. The hyena's muzzle disappears first, then its shoulders, then the powerful chest that once held the breath of life. The serpent's muscles ripple in waves, guiding the carcass deeper, inch by inch, into the darkness of its gullet. The air is thick now, the only sounds, the soft gulping of the snake and the distant chorus of frogs and night insects. It is both horrifying and mesmerizing, a moment that embodies the raw, unfiltered truth of the natural world. By the time the hyena's hind legs vanish into the serpent's jaws, the moon has risen above the horizon, casting silver light over the still water. The anaconda, now swollen with its kill, moves with deliberate slowness back toward the deeper pools. It will not need to hunt again for weeks, perhaps even months. Every movement, every choice, has been made with a singular goal: survival. For the hyena, this was the end. For the anaconda, it is the continuation of a lineage that has endured since the age of dinosaurs. There is no malice here, no cruelty, only the ancient lore of predator and prey. The savanna will wake tomorrow, the wind will stir the grass, and life will go on shaped, as it always has been, by the timeless dance of the hunter and the hunted dart in the darkness. The great snake disappears beneath the surface, leaving no trace of the struggle that took place. Only the ripples remain, fading slowly into stillness, as if the water itself seeks to erase the memory of what happened here. But for those who know where to look, the heron in the reeds, the crocodile on the bank, the story is written clearly. Tonight, the swamp belonged to the serpent,